From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your Early Riser Update.
Dennis's Heating and Air Conditioning is Northern California's premier heating and air conditioning contractor. From residential housing, large commercial projects, installation to repair, sheet metal fabrication, and everything in between, we are your go-to heating and air conditioning specialist.
Oh, we've got one more day of temperatures around normal, and that's today. By tomorrow, well, we're going to notice that increase in those temperatures. That heat wave will peak, though, over the weekend with the potential to tie or maybe even break some records. We'll have to watch for that. And next week, it's not going to be as hot. We've got a bit of a cooling trend heading our way. Certainly some good news there. All right, let's take a look at all of the colors on this map here. Now, the oranges is where we have a heat advisory. Now, keep in mind, the time frames of this are anywhere from Friday to Sunday or through the weekend. But bottom line, the peak heat is going to be Saturday and Sunday, and then temperatures start to drop. Now, where we have this red color is the excessive heat warning. If you see, it includes basically the valley and some of the surrounding foothills and in the mountains. So just something to kind of keep in mind that the heat is on its way, and you definitely need to take the necessary precautions. Protect yourself, protect your pets, protect your loved ones. Make sure those who can't handle the heat as well as you are okay. All right, let's take a look at the valley here for today. Temperature is right around 100 degrees, give or take. So it's beginning to warm up, but still right around normal for this time of the year. For the mountains, yeah, not too bad either. Temperatures mainly in the upper 80s to low 90s for both Siskiyou and Modoc County, and not to mention the eastern mountains. So here's the trend. What we're seeing here is the normal high for Redding, this blue line. That's 100 degrees. That's the normal. Yeah, you got it. 100 degrees is normal for this time of the year. You gotta love living in the Northstate, right? I mean, that's normal. If you were to ask anybody else across the nation, if you said that the normal was 100, they'd freak out. So, you know, I guess we're fortunate that we can deal with it a little bit better than most people. But there you can see, there's the peak. 113 on Saturday, 112 on Sunday, but temperatures do begin to plummet through next week. And here's the reason why. That heat is building in over the weekend, as I mentioned, Saturday and Sunday. But watch what happens. You see how this heat is moving eastward? One of the reasons being is cooler air, especially up here, that is going to be diving down to the south and east, pushing that heat to our east. Now, the good news is we are going to be looking at that heat pushing to our east, and we're cooling off, but the bad news is our neighbors of the east will be dealing with that heat wave by next week. Now, another thing we need to talk about is the monsoon moisture. Yeah, it's that time of the year. We've got high pressure, which will eventually by Sunday and Monday of next week, that will be positioned just right that the clockwise flow around that high will grab some of the monsoon moisture down over the desert southwest, and we will be in the direct path of that moisture. Now, what it will do, it'll probably bring us a few more clouds. The humidity levels are going to increase. Not a major increase, but it will certainly feel more muggy around here than we're used to come Sunday, Monday. But with the added moisture, that's also going to bring us the potential for mountain thunderstorms, especially along the spine of the Sierra and even the Southern Cascades. And if you look closely, you'll see a little bit of green right there outside of the arrows, a little bit of green right here, indicating that, yeah, the forecast model is picking up on the potential for some thunderstorms with that monsoon moisture. But until then, let's just get through this heat wave, and let's get another day before it actually gets too hot out there. You can see we're going to be hovering around 100 degrees for the valley, upper 80s to low 90s for most of us for the higher elevations, about 95 though for Wairika, Mount Shasta City, about 92. All right, so we'll take a look at that 7-day forecast, and this is what Mount Shasta is looking like. 92 today, 99 by Friday. We're basically just hovering around 100 degrees, give or take, through Sunday. Again, this is the main heat wave right here. Temperatures begin to plummet after that. Taking a look at Alturas, yeah, about 100 degrees over the weekend, and for Susanville, upwards of 104, 103 by Sunday. And looking at your 7-day forecast for the valley, well, it's going to be 100 degrees for Redding and Red Bluff, maybe even Chico, quite honestly. And then we're going to be looking at temperatures really quite an increase from today to tomorrow, and it's going to warm up even more over the weekend. But there you can see the temperatures dropping. Now, still quite hot on Monday, but we're getting closer to normal by Tuesday and Wednesday of next week.